Welcome everybody to WWE TLC. I'm your host here, Chris Carson, live with Danny the Motor Potter, as well as Lady Bells, as tonight TLC is in Minneapolis, Minnesota. We're about to get started with our first match of the night. We got the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships on the line. Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott challenge Sasha Banks and Bayley for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships in a tables, ladders, and chairs match up next here on the Interactive Family.
As Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott make their way down to the ring, golden opportunity here tonight as they take on Sasha and Bayley. Obviously, Sasha and Bayley are full of confidence, as they were talking to us here on the pre-show earlier on. But obviously, when you add tables, ladders, and chairs to the mix, this is not just an ordinary tag team match.
No, it is not at all. This is an uncanny match that you only see one time out of the year, and this is going to be a great showcase for the women's division. And not only just for the women's division, especially for Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott, who got a lot to prove.
You saw that the tag team titles were hanging up from the rafters as the SmackDown Women's Champion and her Women's Tag Team Champion Bayley makes her way to the ring. Obviously, we know they had a bit of revenge given to them by Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott on SmackDown this past week, obviously after a contract signing where they both put Liv Morgan through a table. This has been going back and forth for the past few weeks. Obviously, Booker alluded to it earlier on the pre-show. Bayley and Sasha have lost twice to Mandy and Dana Brooke, but tonight this might be their night, as it is officially time to say it's boss time here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, as Sasha Banks makes her way to the ring. Obviously, big fight feel here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The crowd are in for a treat as we start off heavy with the TLC match. As Sasha, Bayley, Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott, they're going to hell and back tonight. With tables, ladders, and chairs. I will be shocked if no one leaves in a stretcher after this.
But what is interesting to note is that it's snowing outside, and there's a group of guys out in the.
And we've got we have been raided by Nick the Gaming Boss. Thank you very much for the raid. Everyone who's on the Gaming Boss raid, welcome in as we get started here with TLC with Sasha Bayley defending the Women's Tag Team Championships against Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott.
Nick, thank you for the raid, as I am back here for commentary, joining Danny the Motor Potter here, as we see a Hurricane Rana, both from Bayley and Liv Morgan, Danny.
Indeed, obviously, I'm going to ask you this. Do you think the stuff that Booker said on the pre-show will affect Bayley and Sasha?
I believe so, because I think they need that fire lit under them just to prove a bit more why they deserve to be here in the rankings that they are by many. And Nick, appreciate you for the raid, man. It's been a long time we haven't talked, but man, I hope things are going good for you. I appreciate that you wanted to raid me out of all people here on Twitch, as Sasha Banks just got driven into a table.
Oh my god. We told you this is going to be carnage, and we just start off there with table going through. As we know, Liv Morgan got put through a table. Sasha is now feeling the pain of going through a table.
And I believe Liv Morgan just tried to drive Bayley into the ladder as well. Oh man, Liv Morgan's leg.
As Ruby Riott put the ladder into the ring. But wait, Sasha's got a chair.
Uh-oh. Sasha,
has a chair.
Wailing on the lower back. Attacking that tailbone of Liv Morgan, but check out Bayley.
Thinking with that table.
Oh, hold on, Sasha now. Sasha here, trying to grab onto those titles and unhook them.
Trying to get out as quick as possible. But Ruby Riott is not allowing that to happen, and she goes for a power bomb. That's about 12 foot in the air.
Probably, and look at that, driven hard. God. Shoulder first right there. Liv Morgan being put through the ringer early here, and this match has been hard hitting.
As I said before, I'll be shocked if no one leaves this back without having to seek medical attention afterwards. As you can see here now,
both of them trying to figure out how to unhook this thing. And now Sasha Banks pushing away the ladder, and Liv Morgan fell. But look at Ruby. Oh no, electric chair.
Electric chair. But you saw there, Liv and Ruby were both on the ladder there to protect one another.
Now it's a 2-on-1 scenario, but oh, Sasha Banks.
Oh my God, on the ring. What's Bayley thinking with that ladder? That's the question. As Bayley strikes.
She's taking care of business. That's what she's thinking. But now Ruby
stopping the assault from Bayley.
Oh, but look at Sasha coming back in.
Went out for a quick breather. As Bayley rolls to the outside to try and recover after the heavy hit.
Sasha with that bankrupt neck breaker. And Ruby.
You see with Liv Morgan, the table fell out of the ring. As Ruby has got Sasha in the ropes.
Oh man, what a right hand that was. I mean, Danny, right now, do you think there's any odds-on favorites from what you're seeing right now?
No, not really. I think it's been even Stevens at the moment, but one big move could move it either way here. As
oh no, that's one
here?
big move awaiting.
This could eliminate Ruby.
Oh no, splash right through the ladder.
We gotta get a replay.
Oh my God.
High impact there. No caution to the wind.
I have a feeling Bayley's studying some
look at Sasha here. Look at Sasha here going for the title. But Liv Morgan is back.
That was a perfect moment, but Liv Morgan is a fighter. And Lady Bells, I was trying to understand what you were saying just a second ago as you saw that horrific body splash to Ruby Riott. What did you think of that?
I think going into this match, Bayley has been studying some Jeff Hardy tapes.
I think so. I think they're really putting themselves out there. Oh,
they're trying to steal the show.
They definitely are.
Our opening contest here tonight.
Exactly. Can't wait to see what the other matches have in store for us. Remember, we also got another TLC match as Liv Morgan sets up a ladder.
She goes up there, but Sasha Banks is starting to get back up to her feet. And fighting at the top of the ladder is never good. It is never good, honestly. Bayley's trying to take Liv off, but Ruby's playing defense.
Both of these girls, survival of the fittest right now. No, Liv being thrown off. That was direct impact.
Ruby is there to stop. Sasha getting the shackles as the electric chair to Sasha.
Deja vu going on, and now look at Bayley. Russian leg sweep from behind.
As Ruby was trying to figure out what to do next on Sasha, Bayley comes in and changes the picture completely.
Definitely. Surprised these girls just keep going and going. It's just like sudden instinct right now.
The adrenaline is pumping in all 4 competitors here. They know what's on the line. The Women's Tag Team Championships. Bayley and Sasha do not...
Whoa, what is this? Spiking DDT!
To the apron.
Oh.
Oh, Liv might have just suffered a concussion.
Liv might be out here.
Did you see Sasha celebrate?
Vaguely.
Oh, God.
Ruby.
Sasha was happy about that.
She definitely was.
Yeah.
She is sinister. Oh, but check this out. Ruby Riott.
What was Liv thinking with that table?
I don't know. She's just trying to add
Table
insult to
settle.
injury, probably.
Potentially.
Smart strategy by Liv Morgan. But oh, Sasha Banks.
Sasha came in.
Sasha. Oh no. Oh, powerbomb.
That's Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan has had that devastating DDT neckbreaker on the apron. Definitely on an instinct as Ruby tries to clear the ring. The back dropkick by Bayley brings Ruby alone in a 2-on-1 situation here.
I am seriously impressed with ladies right now.
And now look at Sasha. Oh, should I say Bayley with the suplex right there. And it's only one woman standing tall in the ring right now, and that's Bayley.
Sasha's got up from being in the ropes and goes straight to Ruby Riott as Bayley goes to the ring. But look at Liv Morgan's up. Liv is up.
Liv is going for Sasha. Or should I say Bayley?
Trying to stop Bayley from getting the titles. As you can see, the titles are nearly ready to come down. But Sasha gets rid of Ruby. Sasha then sends her attention to Liv Morgan as Bayley rolls out of the ring.
And now Sasha Banks trying to apply the pressure, but now Banks getting thrown for a doozy here. Maybe not.
As I said earlier, one major move here could end it here.
Look at Ruby Riott. She just got psyched up in the corner for a reason. She's not even going for the championships.
She was thinking for the title, but then thinking no.
Oh!
It's for Sasha.
Oh my God!
Oh,
what the heck?
And that's 2 times Sasha's been put through a damn table here tonight.
Liv Morgan's trying to get fired up from it and gets a drop kick by Bayley because of it.
And now Bayley very much not happy about that. Can't blame her.
As Ruby tries to throw Sasha out. And as Liv Morgan throws Bayley to the apron.
Uh-oh.
She gets back in sneakily.
Oh, man.
If I was Bayley right now, I'd be going for the tag titles.
I think they're trying to punish Liv Morgan more than anything right now. Remember, these 2 girls despise. Look at the trash talking. They despise the Riott Squad.
I think Sasha was going to go for it, but thought better of it. Wanted to deal more punishment to Liv. Single her out as she's the only one from the Riott Squad up at the moment. But
Liv's
Ruby's
battling
back
a little
into
bit.
evil the odds.
Uh-oh. Back to a 1-on-1. Bayley. Oh. Oh no, Bayley. Bayley to belly.
Well, let's see Liv Morgan kick up there.
Oh, that was second nature.
Opportunity, but no.
Those 2, they don't give up easily.
I got to admire all 4 women in this match. They are showing out here, and it's, as I say, it's only match 1 here at TLC. You've got so many more matches to come.
Another powerbomb right there, and Banks looks to be completely done. She has dealt with too much damage in this match.
You can see Liv Morgan going for the titles. Sasha's starting to stare. Well, look at that. Liv Morgan tries to find the right combination. Sasha.
Oh!
Oh, he's not there in time.
And the Riot Squad win it!
Wow! I did not see that coming.
Man, Sasha Banks right there might have just cost her team the tag team titles. The arrogance between the Golden Role Models was outstanding here tonight, but the resilience of these two, the Riot Squad.
And the new women's tag team, Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott, the Riot Squad.
The first time these two have held tag team gold, but it's here at TLC.
This is new beginning.
2021 looks very good for the Riot Squad.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the United States Championship.
As the United States Championship is on the line.
Introducing the challenger from Colorado Springs, Colorado, weighing in at 273 pounds, Bobby Lashley. Introducing the champion from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 340 pounds, he is the United States Champion, Michael P.S. Hayes.
Alright, Lady Bells, take as much time as you need. I don't want you feeling any worse than you are already. As Keith Lee here putting his title on the line. As the frame rates are starting to drop a little bit. Should I be concerned about doing a
keep powering through, powering through, powering through.
It's gonna
As the referee shows Bobby Lashley
up.
and the surprise, here it is. The surprise is all we've been waiting for.
You sure?
Right. Pause.
Oh man.
Here we go then.
Boom! Right out the gate, Keith Lee. What a belly-to-belly suplex, overthrowing Bobby Lashley.
Not often that you see Bobby Lashley outpowered like he did there.
Not too many men will ever do that, but not too many men could flip over guys like Keith Lee either.
It's who can outpower the other more.
Right now, this is a strength contest, but we know in the nitty-gritty of this thing, it will definitely turn into an all-out battle between two giants of the Raw roster.
This one will not end pretty, to say the least. This is going to be an ugly ass brawl.
And it's already turned into one. And look at Lashley. Good God, man. The sheer power it takes to flip over Keith Lee right there, but he made it look easy.
One. Keith Lee has the power to kick out at one. This match continues. Do you think MVP will be worried at this start, at the early phases here?
I mean, look at Lashley. Look at him directly. Does it look like he needs to be worried as Lashley overpowers Keith Lee?
But look at there, Keith Lee stops when Lashley comes out for a second. Because Persia, as Keith Lee tried to taunt, backfires massively. As Lashley starts to work on their arms. Obviously, works on their arms and legs can stop the spirit bomb from happening.
That's right. And Lashley's condition, like more than any other athlete in the ring. And check out this impressive suplex as he lays down Keith Lee.
And you might have noticed at the end, he took that arm out of the way. One.
What?
And I think the more times Keith Lee kicks out, the more energy he's exerted.
It also takes a great deal of energy out of Lashley as well.
True.
And Keith Lee comes back with that clothesline, yeah.
Look at the power here of Keith Lee.
That power bomb.
Picking him up and power bomb.
A deadlift too.
Keith Lee goes to recover. Referee's in position. One. Straight out again. It's going to take a lot to keep these two down for a free count.
Both guys really just not trying to show an edge at all, or losing the edge really. They both come in here with an edge, but they're not trying to lose it at all right now.
They both know the coveted United States title is on the line. Look at Lashley here.
Stalling suplex, just showing off the amazing strength, but Lashley now just needs to execute.
Look at that, taking the hand away.
And he did there pretty well, and now Lashley going for that patented spear.
This could be it.
Wow, that was pretty much a misfire on Lashley's part.
Indeed it is, but I thought he was going to go for a torture rack there.
And now Lashley taking his moment now. Hits the spear!
That could be it. Here we go. Referee now in position. 1, 2. Keith Lee kicks out. This match for the United States Championship continues. Obviously, Lashley is a former United States champion. As he tried to go for a super kick there, gets blocked. Whoever Keith Lee was trying to go gets blocked into the corner now.
DDT by Keith Lee though. On the recovery, and Keith Lee, man, he has taken quite a beating so far in this match, but I think it's only been Keith Lee, his determination that's keeping him going right now, because honestly I don't see how could he stay in this match.
I think the adrenaline is pumping. Ooh! Modified version of the spine buster, I believe.
That was some spine buster right there. Looks like a kind of spine buster that Lashley delivers. But speaking of delivering, Keith Lee with those punches to the face is gruesome. And now you can see Keith Lee turning up the heat right now in this match. He is slowly but surely getting his momentum.
This could be the final nail in the coffin here.
Uh-oh, Lee with the Death Valley Slam.
An MVP, you can see, is physically concerned for his client in the Hurt Business.
One.
Here he goes for one.
Two. Oh, man. Lashley was close to counting out for three.
Obviously, as he said, Lashley is a former United States champion. This would be another title reign if he can win it here tonight. Discus elbow hits the mark. And Lashley with the shoulder tackle to Keith Lee.
Now you see Lashley getting a little bit more grimy behind that kick right there. Look at his power. Good God. Lashley with a Yokozuna cutter.
I was going to say, do you think Lashley is starting to put frustration on? Let that get to him, but he's showing that he's
definitely is. Look at Lashley. He is a man on a mission. Another cutter. This is what tanks do. They just keep on going.
Keith Lee. I don't think that's a wise move on the outside because Lashley.
Oh, now look at this, Keith Lee.
I think Lashley was trying to go for a spear or the thing in the rope, but it didn't work.
Oh man, what a half Nelson slam that was. Lashley's really controlling the pace of this match. Can't say I'm that surprised, but I am surprised to a bit.
Look at the power there, though. This could be it.
One. Two.
Kick out at 2, I believe. And I think I can start to see the frustration mounting on Lashley. But he gets chinned, his mind clears as he goes straight back on the attack.
Lashley doesn't get paid by the hour, so this is a rare occurrence for him as Keith Lee, blocking Lashley's attempt at another cutter possibly.
There's obviously 2 big bulls throwing it down indeed, Fenric, I agree with that.
Oh man, what a clothesline right there. Catching Lashley off guard a little bit. And now Lashley right there with a reversal, and he's really been on it. His technical awareness right now in this match has definitely been a sight to see in this match.
Indeed.
Uh-oh. Keith Lee with a spirit bomb.
That could be it here.
Lee felt all the power behind that, and so did Lashley.
As the hesitation failed him here.
One,
the referee's in position.
2, 3. Keith Lee holds on.
It's the United States Championship. Well done to both competitors.
Keith Lee just rised up a whole nother level.
Here. Indeed, as he returns here at TLC. As we look at the back of the action here, big impact moves by both competitors, but only one reigns supreme, and that is the limitless one himself, Keith Lee.
What a victory that was for Keith Lee. This man definitely, as I just said a moment ago, stepped up a whole nother level here tonight.
It keeps the roll moving as we can lead up to the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania season.
Keith Lee just keeps adding on to the win list. And boy, was this a win he needed tonight. I mean, look, at one point he wasn't going to be able to drag this one out, but he did it.
Indeed. But that's not all. We still have plenty more matches here for you at TLC.
All right, guys, coming up next, we got the Raw Women's Championship on the line. Asuka challenges Shayna Baszler for the Raw Women's Championship, a battle between the Queen of Spades and the Empress of Tomorrow. Only one can be on top. Who will it be? But before we get into all of that, guys, let's go ahead and take you back last week on Monday Night Raw. As we saw Nia Jax slap Asuka across the face, and Asuka carried on a beatdown onto Nia Jax.
As Nia feels she should be in this match herself, not Asuka.
As Asuka was celebrating in the ring, forcing Nia Jax to leave the premises, we saw something happened right after this that really shook things up in the women's division.
The Raw Women's Champion Shayna comes out of the crowd and attacks Asuka from behind.
Not only that, she applied the Kirikyuda clutch right there onto Asuka, forcing Asuka basically to pass out. But for tonight, this issue between them will be resolved.
And that match goes down right now.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Raw Women's Championship.
As the Empress of Tomorrow makes her way down to the ring, golden opportunity here to get another singles title under her belt.
Asuka definitely has a resume all onto herself. I mean, she is one of the very best WWE superstars we've seen in a very long time, holding the longest winning streak of all time in any company in modern day history. Also being one of the longest reigning SmackDown Women's Champions on the Interactive Family stream. And I mean, at one point she was just too dominant for the division.
Indeed, obviously that pedigree will do find her well as she goes up against the Raw Women's Champion Shayna Baszler. Obviously wanting to get revenge on what happened on Raw, which you've just seen moments ago. And here comes the Queen of Spades, the submission magician herself, Shayna Baszler, your Raw Women's Champion.
Shayna's held that title ever since Extreme Rules, the horror show. That was back in July. And since then, she's been a strong women's champion going all the way into the month of December here on the Interactive Family. And looking forward to 2021, but will the Raw Women's Championship actually remain in the presence of Shayna Baszler? That's the real question.
Obviously, cashed in, won Money in the Bank, cashed it in, sent Becky Lynch home packing, and has never looked back since.
Right, she has literally climbed the mountaintop of the women's division. You really got to give it to her. Even though some people may not find her as the most likable champion, she's definitely one of the more consistent champions. Even represented Raw very well at Survivor Series, knocking off Bayley, the current SmackDown Women's Champion.
Indeed, and that's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. We'll go back to JoJo for the introduction.
Introducing the challenger from Osaka, Japan, Asuka. Introducing the champion from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, the Raw Women's Champion, Shayna Baszler.
Crowd not too fond of Shayna Baszler here in Minnesota.
Indeed. Indeed, they're not. As Shayna hands over the title to the referee.
It might be her
Being a
last
proud
time.
champion. Could be the last time. The referee shows Asuka the prize. And ladies and gentlemen, this is all it's about for this match. The Raw Women's Championship on the line. Shayna Baszler, Asuka. Both competitors are ready. And we are underway here in Minnesota.
All right, here we go. Shayna Baszler right out the gate trying to brawl with Asuka. And I don't know if that might be the wisest choice, even for an MMA fighter. Former MMA fighter in Shayna Baszler. Asuka is just well versed.
The clean break there. A little bit of respect as the tug of war between the two in the feeling out process here early doors in this matchup.
Oh man, what a running knee, looking like Triple H on that one.
Obviously, Shayna Baszler has been a phenomenal champion here on Raw. Do you think with Asuka, the way she's trying to get into the head of Shayna in the early going to could win, be the deciding factor? Yes, I pushed all by the way.
I believe so. I believe if Shayna Baszler just continues on the attack like she's doing right there, dissecting the arm of Asuka, she would just do what she always does, is just win her matches. Simple as that, with force and brutality like you see behind those kicks.
Obviously, both of them have extensive submission holds that could end the match with the Asuka lock and the Katkina clutch. Which one do you think? Oh, Asuka's trying to go for something. Shayna blocks.
And now Asuka here driving her hip right into the corner, knocking down Shayna Baszler.
Obviously, for Asuka, she needs to target the arms of Shayna, so she can't get.
And look at Asuka here contorting the chin of Shayna Baszler. And right now we're seeing really both of these women just getting their hands dirty in this match. Won't you say, Danny?
Indeed. The feel out process has ended. This is getting physical.
And now Asuka, oh God! She missed badly on that one.
Nice jawbreaker to slow the momentum down. That Shayna potentially could have had there.
And Asuka right here,
Asuka's feeling it.
she's straight on fire right now. She is not letting this moment get too big for her, as you could see. Asuka right there really just applying the pressure with these constant attacks with the knees and kicks.
Or is it keeping the momentum on her side?
Uh-oh, Asuka here with the deep arm drag. And just like that, you could really see how the momentum is fully swing into the challenger's favor. But Danny, check this out. Hip attack.
Straight into the cover, no wasted movement. One,
Two. Oh.
two.
And that was close call right there for Shayna Baszler. I don't ever think I've seen her in an urgent spot like that in a very long time.
Indeed, obviously. Shayna knows that could have been it. She has to. Oh! Trying to break the arm of Asuka there.
And man, Shayna Baszler is really caught her second win in this match. She's being more aggressive now. And now Shayna Baszler deciding to go for the gut wrench suplexes.
There's one.
Here comes two. And now into a cover.
Well, should go for the
One,
trifecta, no,
two. Oh, close calls right there.
Indeed. Is Shayna going for what I think she's going for?
Might be Shayna Baszler now thinking, uh-oh. Kirifuda clutch here locked in.
This could be it. This could be it. The middle of the ring.
Asuka's got nowhere to go. She's got to find her inner spirit to break out of this one, and now Asuka with the elbows.
Saves herself in this matchup, but has the damage been done?
Asuka here from behind. Asuka's got the Asuka lock locked in. And now it's a oh! My God!
I am shocked.
And just like that, when Shayna Baszler thought she had a moment to breathe, look how quickly Asuka turned it around on her. Whoa! How so sudden did the Empress of Tomorrow attack Danny?
It was like lightning reactions. I had no idea. Like, she got out of the Kinnikini clutch there. Literally, as Shayna tried to think of what she was doing next, Asuka was just a little bit quicker. Put the Asuka lock in.
I can't believe Shayna Baszler let go that easily, man. Wow.
I was
Asuka.
expecting more. Maybe, as Frederick says in the chat, could be hurt here.
Asuka picking up her first ever reign as the Raw Women's Champion here on the Interactive family, and add this to the list, Asuka is back.
The era of the Empress has begun here at TLC.
And you could say bye-bye to the Queen of Spades. Asuka crawling from behind like a spider with that Asuka lock, and man, she is the newest Raw Women's Champion. I got to give it up to her, folks. With that being said, let's go ahead and talk about our next match on TLC. We got the 2-on-3 handicap match. We all know Drew McIntyre and Ricochet were the two last members of Team Raw at Survivor Series, where Retribution showed up and absolutely destroyed Survivor Series and took over that match. And since then, they've been taking over the show. But last week, we saw something different. And we saw Retribution engage in combat with the likes of Drew McIntyre and Ricochet. And trust me, this battle was not for the faint of heart for Retribution, as you saw Slapjack and Mace look down, or should I say look up at Drew McIntyre and Ricochet. And once somebody decided to step in the ring, we saw exactly what happened. Drew McIntyre and Ricochet, they decided to handle business exactly the way it needed to be handled, as McIntyre delivered a Claymore kick and Ricochet sending Mace out the ring completely, and McIntyre also delivering another Claymore kick onto Slapjack. And trust me, T-Bar did not want anything to do with Drew McIntyre and Ricochet.
Indeed.
Well, folks, tonight we're going to see if the numbers game will really and truly affect Drew McIntyre and Ricochet. This match is happening.
And here we go. It's the Money in the Bank himself. Ricochet obviously was on the kickoff show with myself, Lady Bells, Bucket and Chris, alongside his tag team partner for tonight, Drew McIntyre. Obviously, Booker gave them some inspiration to go into this match. And yeah, it's, as I said in the kickoff show, it's a tall ask to go a man down against the Force. No one even knows who's pulling strings in them. But I said at the time, Chris, a bit more than they can chew.
Nope. We all know what Booker T said tonight is that Drew McIntyre and Ricochet, they just straight up gotta find that motivation. They gotta find that dog in them. They gotta be as hungry as Retribution is to take food off their plate. I believe Drew McIntyre got the message well received, and look at the Scottish Warrior himself in battle gear. Danny, check out the gear here from McIntyre.
And their partner.
He's going back to his Scottish roots.
At 254
A homage to Scottish roots. As you said, McIntyre here is definitely in an angry mood.
Obviously, game face on by both Ricochet and Drew. They know they are the first line of defense against Retribution.
They definitely are the first line of defense, and it all started back at TLC. The attacks, the constant weeks of the number games catching up to both Drew McIntyre and Ricochet tonight. I'm pretty sure McIntyre just really, really wants to put this one over with once and for all.
Obviously, here they come.
Here comes the messengers of their own form of justice themselves, Retribution, making their way down to the ring. And Danny, we've heard the words, we've seen the eerie messages, but do you think all those things they said to themselves are going to catch up to them here tonight?
Time will tell. Obviously, they've spoken the words, now it's time to back it up.
These guys, they said they were forgotten. They said they were not looked at. They said they weren't even thought of. And at Survivor Series, they decided to take over the show where the whole main roster, both SmackDown and Raw, they were the talk of the town in the wrestling industry. And Retribution, they wanted to be a part of the conversation as well.
Indeed, obviously, they feel they are not a part of anything. As I said, being forgotten. But they are making the names for themselves, and to beat Drew Ricochet tonight, that is one way to make your name here at TLC in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
That's going to be one hell of a task, though. They're going up against quite some talent, but these three guys, they got all the advantages for them. I mean,
Indeed, they have.
they're not just some guys that can't be taken serious. What you've seen them do the past couple of weeks, I think it's about time everybody looks at them as serious.
As the predictions are now gone live.
Oh man. Danny?
Here we go again. Referee's called it to restart.
After this. As Shane Thorne, or I believe that is Slapjack. I don't know. Here we go with the numbers game here. What's this? Oh God, Ricochet! Wow, that might have just hurt the Nads.
More than anything.
I don't think Ricochet is going to be thinking about making babies after tonight. And now look at this. Look at T-Bar here, grinding away on Ricochet and making Drew McIntyre watch. Pause. As we get a tag here, in comes Drew McIntyre now. Now, the two biggest members of the team going after each other. McIntyre with the flatliner. onto T-Bar. And now check out Drew McIntyre now. He wants to take things up to another level. What a huge move that was from Drew McIntyre. And now McIntyre taking out T-Bar out the ring. And now McIntyre wants to do more damage on the outside. But now T-Bar with a counter. And oh, look at this. McIntyre fighting back. But now T-Bar coming back with a right of his own into a drop kick.
Obviously, they know they've got the referee's count at 10. Obviously, officials at ringside said we're not going to have a count out.
Oh, God.
This match will continue.
Oh, man, that was getting awfully close.
Outside. Anyway, the back of the ring. Tag made. Ricochet is now in the ring.
Oh, now look at Ricochet here. The smallest man in this match taking on the tallest man in this match.
Well, there goes the referee.
Getting in the way indirectly, but now Ricochet and Drew McIntyre have something cooked up. Ricochet and McIntyre powerbomb Hurricane Rana. What a combo that was.
Not in a conventional team, but the chemistry to go against the enemy
is making it all well worth it. And remember, the past couple of weeks, McIntyre and Ricochet, they have been teaming up, taking on a couple of teams, and also taking on Retribution the past couple of weeks on Monday Night Raw.
Indeed, obviously. As the tag's now made.
And here we go, Mace entering the ring. And now Mace here getting countered. Drew McIntyre sending him to the corner. McIntyre now wisely making the right decision by throwing Mace into his corner. Oh, trying to get that move in the corner right there. Possibly thinking of a double team, but a big boot goes to McIntyre.
As Mace starts to dissect Drew McIntyre.
Okay, yeah, Ladybuzz, if there's a way, please let me know how to, because I would love to know how to do it. As Mace here is just starting to pick away at the former WWE champion.
If there's a way for mobs to do it, then yeah, we'd be able to do it. I'd probably be able to do it there.
Oh, God. Speaking of ways how to do things, what a flapjack that was.
Indeed.
Do you think that the unbridled arrogance being shown out of Retribution is a sense of pride, or do you think it's a sense of security knowing it's 3 against 2?
Obviously, they've got the numbers advantage, no question about it. We'll see what they're made of here tonight. I'm reserving judgment until they show something that makes me feel like diesel force.
Right now, it seems to me that Drew McIntyre is well enough able to take care of both of these guys. All 3 of them as Mace hits a scissors kick right there. That could have been a finishing move. To this match is McIntyre here able to reverse. And now look at McIntyre fighting on. Hits the Incredibles. I believe white noise actually. And now Drew McIntyre here, not waiting at all. Future shock DDT from McIntyre into a cover. But the referee fully distracted here, not paying enough attention.
And just as he's about to pay attention, Mace kicks out.
There we go, the kick out. And now McIntyre here looking from the aid of Ricochet to see what he could bring. Uh-oh, Ricochet making a huge mistake. And now Mace, oh God, with the gourd buster. This could be it now. 1, 2. Oh, that was so close to 3. I think we're starting to see the cracks now. It's definitely starting to show as Ricochet here throws Mace into the corner, man. And now Mace feeling like that's enough. And now he brings in his tag team partner, Slapjack. Oh no, Slapjack getting the best of Ricochet. What a German. Does he get a counter? Man, Ricochet is just, he is just going and going in this match. He is not looking for any breaks. He's not looking for an easy way out at all. Appreciate it, Lady Bells. We're going to take a look into it right after this match concludes. As right now, Ricochet is being put into trouble against Retribution, as you could see. Look at this. Oh, wow. Oh, my God.
Whoa.
Oh!
Oh, my God.
What a combination. I don't think I've ever seen that.
I don't think I have either.
Ricochet, man. Oh! A cutter out of nowhere. And now Ricochet paying an homage to The Rock here. Oh, God. Beautiful moonsault. This could only mean one thing. 630 senton.
The referee is again having to keep Retribution on the apron. Just sees the cover. 1, 2.
Ooh. Almost blew it right there.
The referee wasn't paying attention to Retribution. That could have been a free count.
That was 2 times. We said the odds were against him, but look at this. I think the odds were definitely on their side, just not at the right moment as a referee. Obviously having to deal with too much in the ring right now.
This is why I'd say you'd have to have 2 referees. One on the outside to keep an eye on the tag teams. To put 2 teammates on the outside, whilst the ref in the ring just focuses on the counting. But obviously, there's a lot for this referee to do as Mace is starting to dissect again.
Uh-oh, scissors kick! Second time. McIntyre and oh God, what a lariat that was into a cover. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Retribution gets the victory. And I can't say most people didn't predict this, but Drew McIntyre and Ricochet were well fought in this match. They gave everything they could possibly give in this match.
Indeed. They did.
A couple of occasions, almost 3 times they had a chance to win here, and the referee just not being helpful enough in this match to do the right thing, which is not pay attention to all the distractions laid in place by Retribution. And coming up next, we have the WWE Champion, Randy Orton, with a call out for Rey Mysterio. Will Rey Mysterio appear, or will he hide? We're all about to find out up next, here on TLC. And this was a scene almost 3 weeks ago on Monday Night Raw. Randy Orton was conducting an interview. What he wants, which is a match with you. And as you can see, Rey Mysterio decided to take liberties into his hands by attacking Randy Orton that night on Raw. And Rey was livid, destroying Randy Orton all over the backstage area. Randy Orton had no response for Rey Mysterio. Multiple times we saw Rey Mysterio repeatedly drop headshots to the head with the steel chair. We even saw Rey Mysterio decide to take things a little bit too far, in my opinion. As he dropped in a DDT onto Randy Orton on the concrete floor. Almost 2 weeks ago, Rey Mysterio drove off after he was done with Orton. Now 2 weeks ago, I was attacked from behind. Attacked by Rey Mysterio. He blindsided me while I was conducting an interview. And Rey, I understand you want your vengeance. You want that revenge for your family after what I did to your son Dominic. But Rey, you can't change what already happened. What I did for him was good. And it was good for your family. It was a wake-up call. It was what everybody in your household needed to understand what happens when they step in the ring with a guy like me. Now, I'm sorry, Rey, I can't change the fact of what happened that night when I kicked your son's head in. But I do have the opportunity right now, Rey, to ask for this. Ask for you to come out here, face me in the middle of the ring so we can handle this. And Rey, we can have any style of fight you want. I'm even willing to put my title on the line just so I can get my hands on you, Rey. So I want to know, Rey, what is it going to be? Are you going to face me? Or are you going to hide like a coward? Oh man, it looks like Randy Orton cowered out. But folks, we're going to move on to our next match of the night here on TLC. Because coming up next, we got Daniel Bryan taking on King Corbin for the Intercontinental Championship. This match has been brewing up for quite a few weeks, ever since the aftermath of Survivor Series, where Daniel Bryan became the #1 contender for Baron Corbin's Intercontinental Championship. And guys, we're going to go ahead and take you back to the scene of almost 2 weeks ago on SmackDown, when Baron Corbin decided to put his hands on the wrong summer.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship.
as we hear Daniel Bryan having the overwhelming support of the crowd here tonight in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And our TLC pay-per-view. And oh man, here he comes, the man himself, King Baron Corbin. One of the longest reigning one of the longest reigning singles champions in the entire Interactive family. He's probably going to have a record by the end of this match if he can hold on to this title. Baron Corbin's reign as the Intercontinental Champion has definitely been dominant over on SmackDown, but tonight the real question lies for him. Is he going to be able to overthrow a future Hall of Famer in Daniel Bryan here tonight? We all know Baron Corbin's one controversial individual, you could say polarizing in many ways, and the crowd always shows their animosity in full display no matter where he goes, as this Intercontinental Championship match is just about to roll on here.
Introducing the challenger from Aberdeen, Washington, weighing in at 210 pounds, Daniel Bryan.
Wow. Good job, Lady Bells, on the report. That is good stuff you're doing. Good work.
Introducing the champion from Kansas City, weighing in at 275 pounds. He is the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Baron Corbin.
It really is great stuff. As Corbin here getting ready to put his title on the line as referee, showing the title to both men as they have their eyes firmly on the prize, as the crowd sees what's before these two men. Interest of conflict here. Corbin and Daniel Bryan right out the gate. Oh man, Baron Corbin with a mean streak of a STO laying down Daniel Bryan. I gotta say, Corbin just showed a very firm approach to this match, man. Sorry about my wording right there. Corbin's got me all stunned right there. I didn't think Corbin was going to start off this match quite like that. Yes, it is very chilly night as King Baron Corbin here rolls into this arena, taking on Daniel Bryan in the city of Minneapolis, Minnesota. And Daniel Bryan, he's definitely had some great moments here, but King Baron Corbin, he wants to create a moment of his own in this arena and carve out something for himself. And right now, Daniel Bryan standing in the way of doing that as Corbin lays down Bryan with a hell of a modified suplex. And Corbin going into his chicanery with the crowd right there. And now Daniel Bryan beginning his stomps here in the corner against Baron Corbin, taking a Corbin-like approach. This has been a matchup I've been waiting to see for the past couple of weeks, to see who's really going to come out on top. Will Baron Corbin finally be done with as the king on SmackDown? But now look at this. Daniel Bryan. Oh, God. Corbin laying out Bryan with a hell of a powerbomb right there. Even Bryan's head bashed into the turnbuckles a little bit. You gotta wonder if Daniel Bryan, even though he's doing pretty good right now, will he be able to survive King Corbin, as we see Corbin hitting a backbreaker chokeslam combo. Things are not looking good for Daniel Bryan. 1, 2, no, Corbin only getting a reaction of 1 from Daniel Bryan. Now Corbin here, attacking the head, keeping on the pressure, not letting this opportunity go. As he brings back Daniel Bryan inside the ring here. Now Corbin, oh God, what a toss-up right there. Corbin doing as well as he wants to, doing whatever he pleases. And Corbin laying out Daniel Bryan with a clothesline again. And now Corbin here looking to finish this thing off. Here we go. End of days. And this could be it here for Daniel Bryan. Say goodnight. 1, 2, 3. Minneapolis' favorite son himself, Baron Corbin, coming away with a victory yet again. And finally, it's time for our main event. It's the Universal Championship on the line. Braun Strowman, the monster among men, looks to put his title on the line in a tables, ladders, and chairs match to go up against his personal rival, The Fiend, Bray Wyatt. But folks, this rivalry got started on a personal level almost 4 weeks ago. We're going to go ahead and take you back to exactly what happened on SmackDown.
We're really glad that you're our friend, and this is a friendship that'll never ever end.
Okay guys, today's lesson is about friendship. A while back ago, a really long time ago, I used to have a friend. His name was Braun Strowman. Then he became really popular. Then he stole my Universal title. Now I feel real bad because I let him in as a friend. And some people, they just don't forget when friends do them wrong. Some people, they hate that their friends do them wrong. But some people, they learn how to let go of those problems. But some people, like my good old friend, he never forgets. Oh my God. I don't know how I got here, but I need to get out. If somebody's watching this, please help me. Braun, if you could see this, please get me out of here. Please. He wants me to let him in. Please, save me. Oh wait, he's coming. Oh no, get away from me.
Hey Nikki, did you see what happened last week to Alexa?
Yeah, Braun, I saw what happened. It really scared me. I never seen that face on Alexa before. She was so scared. Yeah, Braun, I saw what happened. It really scared me. I never seen that face on Alexa before. She was so scared. I mean, she's my best friend. I never ever saw that look on her before. What the Fiend did to Alexa wasn't right.
Well listen Nikki, I need you to tell me what you know about what happened last week. Were you there? Did you even see it happening?
No, I was sitting home last week when it happened. I saw it on TV like everyone else. Braun, you don't have to worry about me. I'm fine where I'm at. I love it here at the Firefly Funhouse. I've met so many friends since I've been here. I've met Ramblin' Rabbit, Mercy the Buzzard, Pig Boy, and my new best friend, Bray Wyatt. And they've been nothing but great to me ever since I got here. I don't need to be saved. You're the one that needs to be saved. Why did you make me do that last week? Why did you make me hurt Braun? I didn't want him to get hurt. I didn't want any of this. I've done everything you've asked. Why can't you just let me go back home? Because, Alexa, you still haven't let him in.
Let me in.
The following contest is a tables, ladders, and chairs match, and is for the WWE Universal Championship.
And this is a friendship that will never ever end.
As we see the slow walk from Bray Wyatt making his way down to the ring. As he's no longer Bray Wyatt right now. He's in a whole nother state of mind. He is gone from what you know. He's the Fiend.
Making his way to the ring, weighing in at 285 pounds,
And you can see the demented look. The man behind the mask is absolutely a freak. A man that has no morals. A man that is willing to hurt absolutely everybody just to get what he wants. Just to have a comfort. Just to find his inner peace. Which is holding on to that Universal Championship. But I think Braun Strowman is going to make this man pay a price for it. If there's ever one person to take down this monster, it has to be Braun Strowman. It just has to be. I don't know what's gonna happen. We're all gonna have to find out and see. My son, welcome into the stream. It is time for the main event.
weighing in at 385 pounds, he is the WWE Universal Champion, Braun Strowman.
As we get the monster among men, Braun Strowman making his way down to the ring. And guys, we all know this man is completely on a warpath. You could see it in his eyes. Every time he comes down to the ring, he's always on a mission. But tonight, it's so much more than that. It is beyond just a championship match. It is personal for Braun Strowman. And tonight, I'm pretty sure everyone is going to find that out, including Bray Wyatt. And only God willing can Bray Wyatt be stopped by Braun Strowman here tonight. There's a psychological warfare that Bray Wyatt's been playing on the mind of Braun Strowman these past couple of weeks with the kidnapping, the torturing, the mind games of it all. It has to be stopped. And Braun right out the gate, making a beeline for Bray Wyatt. Or should I say the Fiend? And oh, again, Strowman throwing himself at Bray Wyatt, throwing himself at the Fiend like a brick. Almost like a Mack truck, honestly. And now here comes the Fiend. Trying to fight back and oh god. Strowman's head being bashed into the ring. I won't be able to report on that, Lady Bells, as of yet, as I'm currently locked into this match. As right now, Strowman is getting beat up pretty bad right now by the Fiend. You know, what's this? Strowman. Oh god, no, the Fiend! Oh! Putting Strowman through the table. Oh god. And oh man, the Fiend celebrating. For a split second right there, just woke up an animal inside Strowman. We'll tell you the results after the pay-per-view, Mason. It'll be up on the roster sheet. As right now, currently, Braun Strowman is trying to dismember Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, being a part of this roster. He wants him gone completely out of his life and completely out of Alexa Bliss's life. And the crowd's reaction to this match is they're quiet, just awfully watching this thing happen right in front of us. We don't know what to say. This is honestly the most controversial thing we have seen in quite a long time. Probably the most frightening situation is Braun Strowman right now. He's not in control of what happens to Alexa Bliss, even if he wins tonight. And now the Fiend picking apart Braun Strowman here on the outside. And now the Fiend searching underneath the ring, looking to get into the devil's wheelhouse with these tables. And now Strowman getting his whereabouts back into himself as he stares across the Fiend here, looking intensely into his eyes. He's going to make the first move, and oh, Strowman with the right hand, and now Strowman coming back with the strikes here. And now, oh god, big boot being blocked off right there. And now the Fiend here dragging Braun Strowman onto the table, but luckily Strowman getting quickly out of that scenario. And oh god, what a headbutt bashing in the skull of the Fiend. Uh-oh. Now Braun, oh god! Braun Strowman ramming Bray Wyatt to the outside right there. The Fiend catching all of the steel from that ladder. And now Strowman has the Fiend on his shoulders, crashing him face first onto the barricade. Oh god. Massive heavy hitter Strowman is throwing right now. And now the Fiend's got the ladder in his hand, putting it in the ring now, as he's probably more focused on getting back the championship. This Braun's head being snapped back down to the mat. And welcome into the stream once again, Insidious. How you doing? And now the Fiend here, looking for a right spot to put the table, but now Strowman here, catching him off guard. Oh, face first, and look how the Fiend lunge into those ropes. And oh god, look at Strowman Strowman looking to set up for a powerbomb, probably through the table and out. Uh-oh, the Fiend breaking free, avoiding any danger right there on that one. And remember, Braun Strowman's already been put through one table. Might be looking for another program to see that, bro. And now, hold on. Oh, look at this. Braun Strowman leaning the ladder against the turnbuckles. Now Strowman, oh man, hesitated for a second. Oh! Strowman bashing the Fiend right there into that ladder. And now he's got something else in design here. Oh, there goes the counter right there. Now the Fiend coming back and out. Oh man, sending Braun to the table. Oh no, what is this? He's got him on his shoulders. Lawn darting him right onto the table. Good God. Braun might have just caught a splinter in his eye or something, man. That was brutal. And now Wyatt's got the ladder in hand. The Fiend himself looking to attack Braun Strowman with it and knocking down Braun with the ladder. And now the Fiend here setting up the ladder, putting it right in the middle of the ring. And now Braun getting up top the ladder, and Braun hesitated a bit, but the Fiend putting him back down quickly as the Fiend here looking to grab onto the Universal Championship. I believe the Fiend is having a tough time probably trying to see to grab onto that championship. And now Braun here. Oh God, moving the ladder. And now Braun dropping him down with the electric chair. Oh my God, what does Braun have in plan now? Look at this. Oh. It's almost like a bench press one, man. Now Braun grabbing the ladder. Oh. The back of Wyatt's head being hit with the back part of the ladder. Might have just gave him a serious concussion, or better yet, broke a vertebrae in the neck. And now Strowman slowly getting on the ladder. The big man not used to doing stuff like this, and now Strowman here with the slight hesitation as the Fiend quickly taking advantage of it. And now the Fiend bringing Strowman back down. And oh God, there goes the lariat. Oh, Strowman right there was about to be sent out the ring, and now luckily for him, he was able to recover with a counter. And oh God, I think Bray Wyatt fell on the rubble of the table. Braun Strowman's grabbing another ladder out the ring. I don't know what more you could do with another ladder in his hand. Braun Strowman obviously thinking about what he's going to do next. And now look at this. Oh, a ladder shot to the head. Now Braun Strowman grabbing a table here. Oh, a table shot too. And now Strowman here planting the seeds for something. And oh God, look at this. Strowman with a scoop slam there. Braun Strowman just relentless on the attack right now on the Fiend. The Fiend has been looking pretty bad so far in this match. We haven't seen him get a response quite like this in his match. Usually his opponents are in fear of the Fiend, but it looks to me Braun Strowman has no fear whatsoever against Bray Wyatt. And now Strowman here, setting up the Fiend for something. Oh, Bray Wyatt being put through the table. And Strowman now getting up on the ladder, thinking about grabbing that Universal Championship of his and ending this thing. Now Strowman right now looking like he's about to probably grab down the championship, but here comes the Fiend to interrupt all of this, and now the Fiend here getting on the ladder, hitting a couple of shots into the midsection of Strowman as he finally has to put his hand away from the title. And now, oh God, here comes a right from Braun Strowman. And oh, Strowman again. Not backing down from the Fiend whatsoever here, while being on top of the ladder. And oh God, the Fiend being brought back down there as Strowman again looking to grab down the championship. Strowman seems to be halfway there, probably from getting the championship. Strowman is still trying to figure out how he's going to get this title. And now the Fiend joining him on the ladder. And here goes the Fiend again, not letting this moment, all the things he's done the past couple of weeks just to let this moment build up and be taken away from him. And look at Braun's hand trying to choke away the Fiend here. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, what? Oh my! Hold on. Is that who I think it is? What is it? I believe that's Roman Reigns. What is he doing climbing the ladder? He's not involved in this thing. Hold on.
Here is your winner and new Universal Champion.
Did I?
Reigns.
Hold on. Did I think he just did what he... Roman Reigns stealing the Universal Championship here.